Welcome to the Sisterhood Spotlight, a video podcast show that celebrates and shines a light on women who have overcome obstacles, tragedies, challenges, and have triumphed and succeeded. You will hear the stories of amazing women who are entrepreneurs, community leaders, corporate professionals, and so many more. These women will inspire, motivate, and encourage you by sharing their tools, knowledge, tips, and support that you need to be empowered to succeed. I am the Mindset and Empowerment Coach and your host, Pat Gillum. Listen, thank you guys for joining me today. If you are just joining for the first time, I am Pat Gillum. I am the founder of the Sisterhood Extravaganza. It is a women empowerment organization. And if you are listening to us on our podcast on Anchor FM, iTunes, Spotify, thank you so much. And the last thing I'm going to ask that you do is go on over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Hey, listen, I have an amazing guest for you today. I told you I am all about interviewing some bad women, okay? The guest I have with me today is none other than multi-millionaire. She has surpassed, and you guys are going to learn so much from her today. I am so excited to introduce and share with you my sister, Rhonda Culver, who is a real estate guru, okay? Rhonda, welcome to the Sisterhood Spotlight.
Hey, sister. Hello, everybody. This is Rhonda Culver. And Pat, you are so kind. I certainly wouldn't go as far as say everything that you said, but, I appreciate you.
I know so many women don't know how to really be their best advocate, and Rhonda is so humble. She is the owner and broker at Culver Realty here in Arizona. She has bought, sold, and managed more than $40 million in real estate assets for her clients. She enjoys helping people sell and purchase residential and some light commercial real estate for both residential and some rental income property. And I am so excited today to have her on the show so that she can share with you how you can increase your financial literacy, transform your relationship with money, and truly start leaving a legacy. So, Rhonda, tell me a little bit. I know you and I know each other from working together in corporate America, many moons ago for an amazing Fortune 500 company. But what was the transition from you out of corporate and into the real estate industry?
Well, the actual transition, I was at a point where I felt comfortable financially. And I had a teenager and wanted to spend a little bit more time. And we know how it is in corporate America. There's lots of traveling, there's lots of hours. So I made that jump and I got into the exciting world of fix and flips. And it was quite a bit of fun. It's quite exciting. Made a lot of money. And in that economic downfall in 2008, 2009, lost a lot of money. So, I said, oh my goodness, I got a PhD in what not to do. And so that's something I like to help, my clients with as well. But after that, I didn't really want to go back to corporate America. So, and I love real estate. So what I did is started my own brokerage.
Wow, how amazing. So Rhonda, I'm going to have you scoot over to your left, I think, a little bit so we can see
Yep.
so they can see your beautiful
face. Is that better?
A little bit better, yes. Thank you. Awesome. So after not wanting to go back into corporate America, I think really once you started your own brokerage firm, and there are some women out there that probably need to know, what does it take to start a brokerage firm? So many women sell real estate, right? Or in the real estate industry. What was it like for you to start your own brokerage company?
Really what it takes is you have to have been an agent for 3 years, and then you get additional training. What is a little bit tougher is, when you're in corporate America, you're in one area. Like for me, I was in finance accounting. Pat, I think you were in technology. Now, when you start your own business, and it doesn't matter whether it's real estate or anything else, you have to wear a lot of different hats. And sometimes that can be a little bit challenging. But we can do it, ladies.
Oh, absolutely. I'm such a firm believer in that. Uh, Scoot over just a little bit more. You keep scooting out of the camera here. So I want
That sounds like me.
Yeah, I want to get you back in so that people see your lovely face.
And I can't tell. Am I in now?
You are now. Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. So after starting your own brokerage firm and having lost, massively during the 2008 downfall, right, within the real estate market, was there ever a time, Rhonda, that you felt like I failed at this thing and I don't want to do it again? Or what was that journey like for you?
It was actually very painful. 'Cause up until that time, I had really not ever experienced, like financial distress. So it was painful. It was shameful. It's a lot of stress. But for some reason, through it all, I actually had my boss give me a call and say, "Do you want to come back and work?" And I probably needed that job like I needed air, but I still chose to go down the path that I was on, and I have no regrets.
Wow. Well, I love that. I love that you knew that, okay, this didn't totally turn out the way I wanted it to, but I am going to stick with it because this is what I'm called to do. I love that you also created an amazing program to help people understand financial literacy and the relationship that we have around money, right? Because so many of us grew up with so many myths about money. That you really have an amazing program that I actually participated in that was just so amazing to really help people understand our relationship to money and how we talk about money, right? And the things we think we can't have when it comes to money. And with that, who are some of the clients that you like working with? Because now, not only being a real estate broker, I'm sure your passion is to help people acquire, right, their residences. So what is that for you? Who are the folks that you enjoy working with to help?
I enjoy, it's a multitude of people and a very diverse, I guess, clientele. The picture changed for me. Got quite a few people, quite a few investors that I'm working with in building, investment portfolio. Some people that are doing buy and hold. That basically means that you purchase properties and you there, and those tenants are basically paying your mortgage. So they're paying down the debt as the home appreciates and helping build your wealth. In addition, some of them are actually doing, one of the hot things today is Airbnb. So, people are getting second homes. So a lot of people I'm working with are out of town. Now, there's other people who need some help with building credit and, saving and getting ready to get their first residence. And so I can work with a lot of people that way. And I just think it's really important to be, to be a good steward of your money.
That is so awesome. Okay, so Rhonda, I'm going to have you scoot. I don't know what's going on with the phone. I want to keep you in the view here for our viewers today. So scoot over just a little bit more just so we can see you again.
To the left?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. All right. So, are there any challenges that you're finding right now with helping people get into their first homes?
Oh, certainly. There are, and a lot of it has to do with money, down payments. We're in a seller's market right now. So basically, what that means is sellers are at an advantage. They don't have to negotiate as much, they don't have to give up funds to help those buyers get in. So there's some people that, really um, need help in saving up, the income. There's others that have got to work on credit. And one of the tough times, toughest things is you can have all of that, but it's affordability because the prices are going up.
That's what I was going to ask you. So, assuming that someone's credit is fine, they have money for a down payment. What I'm hearing right now is because this is a seller's market, that the homes are not readily available. Like, you go out and look at something, you got to make a decision that very day, because if not, there could be 2 or 3 other offers already on the line. So, what is it that you are recommending to your clients if they are ready to buy, they're qualified, but they just keep missing out on these homes?
Mm-hmm. One for clients is be ready to act. If you're a cash buyer, get your proof of funds ready. If you're a finance buyer, make sure you have your pre-qualification. And one of the things that I'm doing is actually trying to find off-market properties for people. Because again, as you see, the ones that are on the market, typically, especially if it's a desirable price, a desirable area, there's going to be a multitude of buyers jumping on those properties.
So, Rhonda, for the viewers, what does off-market mean?
It means not in the MLS. It means getting to people who are either not anticipating selling right now, or it could be investors. There's a lot of investors that have properties that are not on the multiple listings.
Okay, so the off-market is any home that is not currently listed in the MLS. And so then your responsibility and your role is you will prospect people who might be looking to put their homes on the market, or willing to sell if they have an investment property right now, which makes it a lot better for you, because then you have the inside scoop on things that have not hit the market yet, so you can better serve your clients to get them I say premier access to things.
You got it, Pat. You got it, Pat. Some people, like one client that I have right now, the people were not necessarily planning to sell. But sometimes if you inquire, they'll think about it, and they know the market's hot, they'll do it.
Okay, I love that. So I just want to know, what is it advice you have for people in this market right now, who to contact you to work with you so that they can get a home, right, that of their dreams, or maybe looking at some rental properties for them to start leaving legacy and building income?
Again, a recommendation is one, to be ready, know what it is that you want, and know if it's realistic in this market. And don't settle. Don't settle. If it's not, you don't have to have something right away. Then you can take the time to find the property that you want.
So,
and some people that are actually investors are looking in other markets. Now, certainly that's not something that necessarily helps me, but what helps me is helping other people. So there are other markets where you might be able to purchase if you're an investor and make a better return on your money.
Well, I like that. I love that right now. You've said people need to be ready, get ready. What does it mean to be ready? Is it that they're getting pre-qualified through a mortgage broker? I'm just trying to figure out. So for the people that are watching, what does it mean for them to get ready?
Yeah, it actually does mean be pre-qualified. Again, have that cash together. Typically, there's closing costs, and those run about 2% of the price of the home. And then there's down payment, and that can range from a low of 3% of the price to whatever it is that you want to put down.
Mm-hmm. Are there
down payment assistance programs? There are those, but what you'll find out is they increase the interest rate on those down payment assistance programs. So that's how they get their money back. And so what that does is that decreases the qualification price.
That was my
if the market price is, let's say, 2.5%, with a down payment program, it might be 4%.
Right. That was my question for you. How advantageous is it for people to qualify for these no down payment programs into homes? And so what I heard you say, because people probably can't see you very well on the screen, but I want to make sure they can still hear you, is that what you're saying is if you do qualify for the low down or no down payment programs that they have out there, what they're doing is they are increasing your interest rate. So therefore, you may want to check into that, right, to see what is the interest rate. And usually, Rhonda, what I'm finding too on the people that are getting the low down or no down, they have to be at a certain credit score to qualify for those interest rates, no down payment assistance, and then therefore it does put them in a different category as a borrower also. That's
correct. Typically, the buyer has to have like a 640 credit score, and in addition, typically they cannot make over $63,000.
Okay, so this is good information for folks to know. If you are getting ready to purchase a home, you're tired of renting, there are some assistance programs out there for people who earn less than $63,000 a year. But of course, knowing that what you're going to qualify to as a purchase price for a home, and in this market, homes are, if you're in the Arizona region anyway, homes are like crazy expensive. I don't know if they're any at 300, 400, 500,000. I don't know, Rhonda, you're in this industry. What is the typical home median price sales here in Arizona for folks?
Now it's moved up to about 318. A few years back, it was more like 267. So it's creeping up every year. And as far as those down payment assistance programs, I'd say for people that need it, it's still an excellent opportunity. I have a client right now that's using a down payment assistance program. We were able to get her some closing cost money. That's almost unheard of these days, though. So she's getting in with, purchasing with little to no money out of pocket. And she's still paying like maybe $100 more a month than she was in renting. So in that scenario, it's still helpful.
It's very helpful. And that's why I hear you really are the expert in that and really helping people understand, what is it that they qualify for? What is out there available for them? Because so many people are thinking right now, I can't afford to purchase a home, and I got to keep renting. But I love that you are the expert that can help people really be able to just contact you, just to say, you know what, let's have a conversation. Let's see if you are ready, and you can see what you can do to help folks. How can people get in touch with you?
They can give me a call. My number is 480-628-9595, or send me an email. It's Rhonda, RHONDA .Culver, CULVER @gmail.com. And I'd be happy to talk to anyone.
And as you see going across the screen right now, you can find more out about Rhonda Culver's realty at www.culverrealty.biz. If you have any questions, would love to contact her. I can tell you right now, she is a wealth of information. If she doesn't know, she will get you the answer. She's been in this industry for very, very many years. She's gone the gamut from not only helping people purchase their homes. She is also really helping people find rental properties. She is absolutely amazing. So Rhonda, one thing I always ask my guests before we leave is, what piece of advice that has helped you along your journey that you can share with someone else?
I think the one thing that I find, and it looks like I'm falling off again, that I find so very critical, and it's something that I put into the courses for financial literacy, but it basically spills over into every part of life, and it's the power of positive mindset. And Pat, as you know, like Pat has a wonderful coaching program, and she has a lot of mindset work. And she introduced me to Louise Hayes, who I still listen to several times a week. And I first came across it with Brian Tracy. And it's basically, thoughts are things, and our thoughts, they make our day, they make our minutes, they make our lives. And so we just really need to be mindful of what we're thinking. And I don't remember who had the quote, but there's basically a quote that says, if you think he who thinks he can and who thinks he can't, they're right. You're right. If you think you can do it. If you think you can't, you're right also. So I just think, probably the most critical thing to me is what we're thinking, and the power that a positive mindset can make.
Yeah, I so agree with you on that. And that is some great advice to give to people because there's so many of you probably listening right now or watching, thinking that you cannot own a home because of your situation. But what I will tell you is that you need to get the information that you need. Get what you need so that you can make a quality decision, and not a decision from fear of, oh, I can't have because I never owned, or my credit's bad, or I don't make enough. Get with Rhonda so that she can give you the information that you need in order to see if you actually qualify, because you would be surprised if you put a goal down to say, this is what I want. There are people conspiring on your behalf to make it happen. So Rhonda, thank you so much for being my guest today. I so appreciate you, appreciate the work that you're doing, really helping people become homeowners and also investors in this amazing real estate market. And I look forward to seeing you soon. Thank you guys for watching and listening today. Don't forget to go over to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. See you next week. Bye.
Bye. Thank you, Pat.
No, thank you. I appreciate